volunteering is an important expression of our common humanity and empowers change from the grassroots up, especially through strong partnerships. The challenges we face, climate change, sustainability, achieving the Millennium Development Goals, are all requiring that everyone participates and engage to ensure that we all will enjoy a more sustainable and equitable future. And volunteers are particularly important because very often they work in those communities that are less served, often forgotten and neglected. And that there is where they make a difference.
As agreed by all nations of the world, 2015 will be the landmark year when the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals will be assessed. Hence, IYV+10 offered an important opportunity to galvanize volunteerism in India and focus once again on the key objectives of IYV: recognition, facilitation, networking and promotion of volunteerism. UNV India, in partnership with the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and Planning Commission and with the support from UNDP India, played a crucial role. It constituted the National IYV+10 Committee to provide leadership and coordination for celebrating IYV+10 and encourage collaboration between different sectors to address the concept of volunteerism at the local and national level. The People's Institute of Development and Training played a leading role. 60 NGOs and 400 children from rural institutes of Eastern India gathered to celebrate the spirit of volunteerism. Voices, experiences and aspirations of young volunteers were also captured in a workshop called Changing the World. A high-level consultative meeting on volunteerism was held in Manila. 60 delegates from 21 countries deliberated on national and global volunteerism. June to August was an incredibly active period in the year, as many campaigns and workshops were held throughout the nation. A webinar was organized on Spirit of Volunteerism. A Shishu Panchayat was launched in Mewat region of Haryana. National-level peace gong painting competitions were held around the country. A workshop titled Volunteering for a Better World was organized in Chandigarh. An imaginative campaign called Cities for Forests, organized by the World Wildlife Fund, sensitized and informed young people about the dangers of over-urbanization. Youth leaders from Brunei, India, Maldives, Malaysia and Singapore addressed a seminar on youth and volunteerism, impressing upon policymakers the centrality of volunteerism. It was not all talk and no play, as urban youth were exposed to the realities of rural development. This was done on Sadbhavna Divas and through a medium that needs no language, sport. More than 50 million volunteers planted 10 million saplings across India on one single day. My Earth, My Duty, an environmental awareness campaign launched by Zee News, was a volunteering campaign flagged off in Leh in September by the Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports, Shri Ajay Makan. The campaign had participants throughout the country. The APJ Surendra Group Award for Volunteerism was launched soon after.
I was touched, very touched, by everything that I saw, and very humbled because, half the time we tend to think that we do a lot of stuff helping other people, but when you see others doing it so passionately, day in and day out, I think, it puts you in your place.
September flowed into October through the activities around World Tourism Day, culminating on the 2nd of October with the 6th International Youth Peace Festival. It was inaugurated by Shri Tushar Gandhi, the great-grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, and attended by high-level policymakers and grassroots workers alike. An inter-school debate was also organized in October on individual social responsibility. In an endeavor to promote volunteerism and to acknowledge exemplary voluntary actions towards achieving the Millennium Development Goals, 104 finalists selected following a 6-month nominations process were awarded Karmavir Puraskar and Karmavir Chakras in November. The first ever State of the World Volunteerism Report was launched simultaneously in New Delhi and in New York on 5th December 2011, the International Volunteer Day, during the UN General Assembly's morning plenary session on volunteering, and in more than 80 countries around the world as part of global and national events being supported by United Nations volunteers to mark IYV+10. In Shimla, more than 650 people participated in Swamvar 2011 to mark International Volunteer Day with the launch of a database for creating a network of volunteers on a state level. In Bhubaneswar, more than 300 participated in International Volunteer Day celebrations. 10 young volunteers were also felicitated on the occasion. A two-day national convention on promoting a culture of volunteering for community building was organized on 8th and 9th December at Gandhi Darshan, New Delhi. A special issue of the Peace Gone, the children's newspaper, was published to capture the voices of children across the world on volunteering. A Braille edition has also been published. Special volume on volunteerism to further advance the recognition and promotion of volunteerism and enhance its facilitation at the local, national and international levels is currently underway. The press response to the activities was huge too, with leading dailies around the country publishing reports in various languages. An approximate of 100 million people reached through various campaigns. More than 10,000 people on Facebook. Around 50.5 million volunteers were mobilized. Several initiatives were launched. IYV+10 has served as a valuable reminder of the crucial role played by volunteers in development work, humanitarian assistance, environmental preservation and progress towards the Millennium Development Goals. Let us continue our work to bigger voluntary engagements and a more enabling environment for volunteerism in India. Let's volunteer and be the change makers.